have to say, weather-wise, this has been the worst day of the trip. The forecast, such as it is 25 knots. I think it's a bit more than that. A bit more. I don't think it's 30 knots, but it's definitely, you know, up there. I managed, it took me probably 20 minutes to rig the storm jib, just to rig the storm jib. That's the orange thing flying up there now. I've got a well-reefed main and the storm jib. And really, that's as good as it gets for now. Every once in a while we get a big wave break over the stern. No, that's exaggeration. That's not true. It doesn't break over the stern. It breaks on the boat and you get lots of spray, basically. Heavy spray. You'll see one in a minute. Are we having fun yet? No, I'm not having fun, not today. Enough's enough. We are hove to. Kind of. We are hove to. We're heeling quite a bit, but it's much quieter in here. And no slamming and crashing around. I'll just see what our... God, I'm exhausted. I'll just see what our GPS speed is and then... You know, I can live with it if we're full reaching a little bit, but not... Is that way, about 100 miles, 100, more than that, 120 to go. The wind won't last till I get there, but it will get me most of the way there. So I should make port tomorrow afternoon. Amazing. These big rolling seas now. They're not violent, you know, they just got big rolling waves. It's the Atlantic swell, isn't it? Fantastic. How almost the same seascape with almost the same wind conditions looks completely different when the sun's out, doesn't it? It is a little bit calmer, but not much. Look at these huge lumps in the water everywhere. Quieter rig with less roll, it will be easier to manage, get some sleep with. I'm going to need to do that because in about 6 hours time I'm going to be there. So I can't see the volcano yet, but it's there. Go ahead. Yeah, about 27 miles to go. Okay. Maximum effort. Let's see if we can make a good show on the radio. There it is. What time is it now? It's 2:35 in the morning. Pria de Vittoria Marina, sailing vessel Rocchetta. He's asleep, isn't he? Now begins the process of drying everything out. And the first lesson I've learned, and actually this one, there was a golden nugget. A golden nugget! This is it, right? Listen. if you're going into the ocean on your small boat, you find a place on it where you can rig a hammock. You sleep in the hammock and you take all the soft furnishings off the boat because they will all be piss wet through to the bone as soon as you get out of harbour. And you get places like the Azores, you know, if you're going south, where the humidity goes up as you go further south, and the fact is that once it's wet you cannot get it dry. So not only is a hammock much more comfortable to sleep in at sea because it compensates for some of the movement. No matter which tack you're on, a hammock will still be the same every time you get into it, which is great. But they don't get wet, do they? So I'm having to empty out and strip out all of the cushions and bunks now. And for the return trip, what I'll do is cling film everything. I'll just wrap it up in cling film so that if I can get it dry, I'll cling film it so that it doesn't get all wet again, because this is horrible. It's a horrible mess in here. Well, that's lunch. Just got some mayonnaise out of the refrigerator, which has lasted all the way from England. Well, from Lidl, of course. From England. Do you want some pasta with that mayonnaise? Or? It'll be right as it is. I think that's probably enough. Just a bit more. I like mayonnaise. I'll get some hot smoked paprika in there, just so it tastes of something. So I'm reduced to pasta, tuna, mayonnaise for lunch. And you know, I was feeling hungry and couldn't decide. I almost, what to add, because the choice is somewhat limited now. Not allowed to go ashore and re-provision yet. And I always said, I won't bother, I can't be bothered now. And then I thought, I've worked so hard these past couple of weeks, it's time now to do a little bit of self-care, to eat lunch, to eat dinner, to get good sleep, and to relax and recover. It's been very hard work, enjoyable, but very hard work. Things did not come easy. Yeah, the first week did, of course, and I've got to be honest, at the end of the first week I thought, what's all the fuss about? This is easy. Anyway, that's lunch. She's a volcano now. It's not a volcano, of course. But it used to be something like that. The big one is a bit further over, I think. But, or maybe that is the big one, I don't know. Not quite familiar yet. Anyway, lunch! I have been invited ashore for my PCR test. So that'll be fun. I really ought to turn up with some clothes on, and possibly, if I want to appear to be super civilised, some shoes, eh? You know what I mean. This will be the first time that I've set foot on land in more than 16 days. Let's try and do this without messing anyone else up. So I've chosen this auspicious location simply because that vessel is Panacea. He was first in, and he's a Jester challenger, so I think what I'll do, at the time, I am quite early. I don't know, I'm 10 minutes early now. You know what it's like with these things. Of course, I haven't been ashore anywhere for a long time, so There's a floating pontoon. My God. Walking. You got this, Justin. You remember this.
The fuck, bro? Hi.
Hi. Hola.
Bye.
Marina office. Oh. That way.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, let's see if I can find the marina office. Okay. See if I can get out. It'll be a press to exit, won't it? It is. Well, let's see if we can find the marina office. I shall be putting on my mask. Morning. Jester, how are you? Thanks, man. Thanks. Good morning, how are you? Fine.
Avancez. C'est bon? Okay.
A momentous occasion. I have sailed to a foreign country. I checked in. Jesus, that was hard work. Yeah. That was hard work getting here. I have to say that the people in the marina are incredibly friendly. It's really, really nice. Checking in was a breeze. You just hand them a wad of paper, they do it all, you sign on a dotted line. Really, really easy. Oh, yes. Oh, I think it's time for some breakfast. No, it's time for a shower.